The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Powell. The Ducks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Nebraska's offense will get the football first. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Snags it over the middle. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. He'll throw on 3rd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Barney. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains. The Cornhuskers will have it 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Caught over the middle. It's Hunter. At the 45 on his way. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And the Huskers are in the hurry-up.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. Looking down the middle. Finds the big tight end. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. From the gun, the running back has it. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17. The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. On the run, it's Barney. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskers are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. They'll try the counter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Lets it go to the end zone. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Just drives it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
So the Oregon Ducks offense will go to work for the first time today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always...
He's going to take a shot right away. Makes the grab inside the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. The run from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Moore will throw. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Motion from the wideout. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Got him downfield. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The Cornhuskers in the hurry up. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And the Huskers will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. Quick step and go. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. USC has the lead right now, but kind of fittingly, the men of Troy have been in a battle today. They're up by 7 over Ohio State. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Grab behind the line. It's Barney. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. New set of downs after the completion.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The give to the back. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. To the air, it's Raiola. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Huskers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. Grabbed over the middle. It's Casper. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed, he's got power, he's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Punt is on its way. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Quickly to the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Cornhuskers want to move quickly. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
And it just makes life...
Breaks into the open. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Huskers getting set on 1st and 10. The give on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Pulls and throws off the RPO.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Ducks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air, it's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Huskers headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The Cornhuskers will punt this one away. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Finds his tight end. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Now on first down from the 30. Give to the back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Hill. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Finds his man, it's Johnson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, the offense just set themselves up in a bad situation on this one. 2nd and 3rd and long, there's not a lot of guesswork. Defense knows they're throwing the football, and you could tell on that pass rush, man, they were coming.
The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Rides the back on the option, the give. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Here comes the hurry up. Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Huskers will hustle to the line. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Kick is in the air. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. He'll do it himself. There he goes. Got the 1st down and more. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Here they come again. The Ducks and their one-man band at quarterback just slicing up this defense.
Man, and those one names have been so good. Mariota, Herbert, Dixon. You go back, these guys, they always find great playmakers at the quarterback spot who can make big plays.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Hands it off. Finding an escape route. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The Ducks are rolling down the field. Power football with the run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Now they're going to throw it. Here comes the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Moore to the air. Hauls it in. And you don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48. And the Ducks will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll give it to the back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. The Huskers moving quickly to the line. Leaves it with the back. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Cornhuskers will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Green. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And here comes the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to the run. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska has had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, or Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. A little screen to the running back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Huskers will punt it away on 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Snags a quick pass on the left, and this one will be stopped for no gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Ducks send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Back to pass. Lets it fly. Got a man in the middle. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Fires to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Knocked down behind the line for the 2nd straight play, bringing up a 3rd and lots of work to do. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He'll pull it down and run. Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Barney. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And he gets to the line and spikes it. Very efficient, and they have a chance to score before the break. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. It's good. It's now a one-point game, 14-13. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Motion from the back. Moore will throw. Makes the grab on the left. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Takes the handoff. It's Barney. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Barney. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. The Huskers will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Moore to the air. Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Ducks will call on their punt team. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Hunter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He's got the back in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Cornhuskers racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll give it to him again. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The handoff to Johnson. Touchdown, Huskers! that when they jump on top here in the second half.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. From the gun, looking for a man. They get it into the end zone. Two-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. The sure hands, it's Casper. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Goes to the option. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Moore will throw. Makes the grab down the middle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll try to get outside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Moore. Oh, he's got some space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oregon! So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Purdue is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Greasy, this might not be over just yet. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Maryland. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll give it to Johnson. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Huskers want to pick up the tempo.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a 1st down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
They're going to ride this running back.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Got the 1st down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Huskers are flying down the field. Handoff from the gun. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage from no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the single back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. That falls incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it slips just inside that right upright. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll run the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. The Ducks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Moore to the air. Finds the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. They just keep firing. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Ducks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Moore will throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
What a fantastic play there from the linebacker position. You think about guys like Trev Alberts, Levante David, some of the Nebraska greats playing the linebacker spot. Those guys were able to run. And because of that, they could get to the quarterback when blitzing. This guy with his speed is a guy that they need to deploy time and time again, getting after the quarterback. He's got some wheels.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got it on the run. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. On the direct snap, it's Hill. And he'll
He's in for his third rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Bell. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The handoff to Johnson. Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it on the option. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen.
Man, let's not make football hard. The quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
They go to the ground.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. And the Huskers want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. The screen, he can go. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll cut the lead to 1, 28-27.
And that's massive. All the pressure on your defense now. You've made the field goal. You've got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the defense has to be ready to take the field right now, play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. The option look. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off play action. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
The Ducks will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Fires to the big fella. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Huskers line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Got 3 on 1st down, it's 2nd and 7. Gonna run it, it's Davison.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense.
Found a sim on the back. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. And the Ducks are marching down the field. They'll run it. It's Green. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Quick strike complete. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. They've got him pinned back in a world of trouble, and listen to this crowd coming through. Looking to pass, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. The Cornhuskers are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw again. Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a 1st down just outside the red zone. To the ground, he's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now they'll run the draw. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Man, at this stage of the game, does that hurt to have 6 points taken off the board? Now they've got to regroup and try to get it in again. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. And the Huskers decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Moore to the air. He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it. There's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Go straight ahead. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. 3rd and goal, where the strong come through. Trying to run it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Purdue is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Greasy, This might not be over just yet.
Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Bringing the heat.
It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Maryland. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes. There he goes. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Here comes the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Makes the grab over the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The quarterback takes a knee. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive.